A very good Tuesday afternoon to everyone out there. Landon here with you to bring you your on-target severe weather live coverage, courtesy of Weather or Night. We're keeping track here. We got a severe thunderstorm warning that is currently in place for Edmonson County with this broad brush storm complex that's pressing south and east across the region. We've got the threats that are listed with this, so damaging straight line winds of up to 60 mile an hour possible. We also have a 1 inch in diameter hail that is also threatening this vicinity as well. All right, so we're monitoring. We got our Brownsville Skycam, Morgantown Skycam, and the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam that's brought up. One right above my head right here is actually the Morgantown Skycam. Got another severe thunderstorm warning located right here impacting Ohio County. And if this continues on the same trajectory, which all indications suggest that it will, as this continues to plow down to the south and east, Morgantown, Butler County, you are going to be getting in on the action here very shortly. So go ahead and make for sure that you are in your safe space, all right? In addition with this, folks, we are looking at the opportunity at rain rates potentially at 2 inches an hour. That is rather substantial. We talked about this throughout this morning with what threat that these storms were going to be bringing. In addition to the straight line winds, maybe an isolated tornado spin up, the focus has been on the training of these cells that have absolutely just been dumping the rain here across the region. Speaking of that, Angie just mentions to us and said the storms on Friday dumped 1.86 inches on us in Lewisburg. So take that to note. We've got as much or more moisture content that's available within the atmosphere as we speak. So these things are absolutely going to be bringing it as we roll and we progress on throughout the afternoon and on into this evening, all right? Just trying to jump around here, make a few edits to our sky cams to give you a little bit better view if possible. To try and bring this out here for you. All right. Hopefully that looks a little bit better. We've got the Brownsville Skycam, the Reed Dossier Skycam overlooking Brownsville right up there above my head. The one on top of that is the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam. We'll get that one switched over here to the Morgantown Skycam to give you a better view of our closest eyes in the sky over from that direction here, right? So we're going to try to pull this out here just a little bit to give you a little bit better view, if at all possible. If this is going to be willing to cooperate or not, that remains the great question. That's the thing about technology, folks. I love to hate it. I don't know about you all, but I love to hate technology, if that makes any sense at all. We're looking at it possibly moving on down into Bowling Green there, wowzers. So we're going to be keeping close eyes on that here as we work over the course of the upcoming minutes or hours, if you will, all right? So those of you located in Brownsville, points of Edmonson County, you still got time with this thing moving in here. And we're keeping our eyes located on that other separate cell just west of there that's going to be barreling through Butler County here if this maintains its current trajectory, all right? So let that be known. Landon, what is the primary concern? Is it just damaging wind? Yes, it is damaging wind is our primary concern with this. This is what we're watching. And flooding can also become an issue. Folks, we've seen it here recently. It's been absolutely crazy with the amount of rainfall that has been coming down with these storms that have been moving through here. It should be no difference than what we're seeing here currently with the current setup, all right? So there. Now we got our sky cams there fitting a little bit better, hopefully, to give you somewhat of a better view. That one is located right on top of Brownsville, the Reed Dossier Skycam over in Edmonson County. Just had a question asking there as well, all right? You all are very welcome. We appreciate all you all tuning in here. You can share our streams. We're across all of our platforms as we currently speak. We're on X, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, all those good things. So go ahead and share with your friends and your family members. And we're going to keep you informed here as always with you all, the Wobbles community, helping out with your reports. Those are always welcome. So please be aware of that, all right? This isn't possible without you all. A knowledgeable community is a safer community. You are our eyes out there that helps provide us with your reports, all right? So it's still just now arriving right here out of the north and west. We got some more ominous looking clouds. It's approaching and encroaching right here on the northwest side of Butler County. And we can see that cloud cover really starting to get a little bit frisky out there, right? Man, this atmosphere has been absolutely relentless. You've got that right, Mary. Just saw your comment there speaking about the amount of rainfall that we received here over the past several days from our YouTube stream. You are correct, Miss Mary. We've had a lot of rainfall here over the past couple of weeks, or actually over the past month or two. And the good news that's come along with that is that we have been able to avoid drought conditions as I'm going to say that now, I'm going to knock on some wood real quick here. We don't want any of that to come through here, all right? So here we have it. Still plenty of time. We got the northern fringe of this cell that is now pressing off to the north and east, right along 1015, just east of Bee Spring. And this is right here on the east side of Moody Deer over in the Nolan Lake Dam area. Did a whole lot of fishing up there in my day. A lot of trout fishing. A lot of water skiing. A lot of good times up there on the north side of Edmonson County. And here's a little bit more potent looking cell that's coming in here out of Hartford. So if this thing continues on a southeastward trajectory, this is going to come passing right over Cromwell. This is going to be really close to Logansport. So all you folks over there in that vicinity, that includes but not limited to the Hamptons, the Penleys, we got all those good folks over in that direction. The Annises, all good friends of our family in Butler County. So be aware of that. Any of you all out there in the fields today, anybody, I know some folks with Drake's Farm Service out and about in the farms serving the community as we currently speak. You want to keep eyes on this one, folks, as it rolls in. We could have some large hail coming along with this, along with the excessive rainfall and the damaging winds as well. Does it look like it might impact the Bannock area on Highway 79? Yes, Mr. Allen, it looks like that it just might. If this thing continues on its trajectory right down to the south and east, we'll be getting into the Bannock community over there. That'll also be putting our friends over with the Darties on guard over in that direction. Mr. Bryant, Dylan Bryan up there as well could be getting in on this nasty cell as it continues to move through. Will this cell go tornado warned, do you think? The one in Beaver Dam? That is a good question. We were just taking a look at that here and trying to get an idea on the velocity side. And we'll bring it up here and show you what we're looking at. So you can see right here where we're keeping our eyes located, where you can see the white or the greens and the reds really close together passing right over Beaver Dam as we speak. So it does appear like there is some broad rotation coming in here. Folks, if this maintains its trajectory, the Morgantown Skycam is going to have an absolutely pristine view of this. I know our folks and our partners at the National Weather Service up in Louisville, it's probably got somebody watching us on the stream here. We got it ready and available for y'all. So right there overlooking the Morgantown Skycam, Beechtree News Skycam up there in Butler County. Should be getting a front row seat here if this thing's able to maintain trajectory. You can see it's kind of lining out now, kind of across the board, stretching from Litchfield all the way over to Hartford. We got another cell developing over here. It's about to be diving to the south and east into Central City, just west of the Wobbles community. That is our coverage area here. Brandy, thank you so much for the donation. We greatly appreciate that. Any and all funds that you all donate that come in get poured right back into this operation, all right? You all be happy to know we're working on expanding our Skycam network. We're working on some upgraded software and hardware, and we got the rest of the team that's all hands on deck here helping to provide that as well. So a big thank you to Brandy for the donation that comes in. Steven as well. We just had another donation that came in. You all can get there right there on the QR code. It'll take you straight to our Venmo. You can click to donate if you feel the need to. But again, folks, any and all donations get poured right back into this thing to make this service better for the Wobbles community that we work so hard to serve. Landon wants the time frame on arrival in Morgantown. Well, if we look right here and on the trajectory that it's on, you could see the storm arriving here within the next half hour, one would expect. So whenever it dives down to the south and east toward your direction here, anywhere in the course over the next 30 minutes or so, you should be getting in right on it. Now, depending upon the trajectory that this sucker here on the north is going to take, is going to greatly determine whether Edmonson County you're going to get in on this, or if this thing's going to continue to slide and meander right along that gradient line down to the south and east. You can kind of get an idea where these things are pressing, and they're pulling down to the south and east in that direction. Starting to get a little hint of a shelf cloud there via the Morgantown Skycam. Getting some definition looking back there on the horizon. Want to jump over here real quick and take a quick glance. So we got the leading edge there of the cloud debris that's coming off the leading edge of the storm. And then we got the shelf cloud that's going to be plowing in here out of the north and west as well. Sarah, thank you for your donation. We greatly appreciate that. We cannot thank you enough. Yes. Daniel's asking if we're looking at damaging straight line winds as the primary concern. Yes, we are. There is some broad rotation that we've seen right over here working into the northwest side of Butler County. So that's what we're watching there on the Skycam. I'm trying to keep notes on that as well, okay? R&R Woodworks just said that the temperatures have fallen from 95 to 85 very quickly, right? Very quickly. Barometric pressure sitting there as well. Sustained winds upwards of 20 or so miles an hour. We thank all of you all so much for your reports. We got another scan in. Let's get a look here at the latest velocity. You can see that weak rotation is right here over at Rob Roy up in Ohio County. And we just got another update. So here we have it right now, crossing over Cromwell. It's going to be coming right across the Green River as we speak over in the Logansport vicinity. So we got any of our folks out there, viewers right now? I know we've got plenty. We have several of you all mention us here, saying that you all were watching us over in Logansport. You can get us an image safely. You see any lowering or any rotation, that would be greatly appreciated. And of course, we'll be pushing those directly onward to our partners at the National Weather Service to help that out as well. So yeah, once this thing reaches the viewing area, we should hopefully be able to get some visualization, but you can blatantly see where the strongest winds are right here. So if you're anywhere on the northwest side of Butler County, you're about to get in on this. And it does appear to be presenting a damaging wind threat along with it. So right here, crossing over the Green River into the Logansport community, this is going to be dragging over into Gilstrap up towards Dexterville as well. Points northward as well. You can't be out of the woods here. This severe thunderstorm warning is bordering right up to the northwest side of Butler County. So those of you up near Casey, near Nafis, over near Don Lindsay Market and Out County Road, it looks like that you'll be getting in on this here within the next 20 to 30 minutes or so as well. Yeah, that is a mean looking cell, to say the least. Want to back this up real quick, folks. You can see where the line just moved through up here. Breckenridge County reporting trees down near in and around Hardinsburg. We got reports over with trees and power lines down near Irvington. So these storms up here that are working through have a history of some damage that's been carrying along with it. So that's worth noting so that you all know, all right? Is there an ETA whenever it's going to hit Bowling Green? If it stays on its current trajectory, it looks like it would be reaching Bowling Green probably within roughly the next hour. They're not moving at an alarming rate, but we'll put it into motion here and you can kind of get an idea and see. That thing is trucking it down to the south and east. You can really see it starting to organize, folks, and you can see how it's all congealing together. And that's working together to become a more organized line that's going to continue to propagate in a south-southeastward rate, all right? The entirety of Butler County, you have just been given a severe thunderstorm warning. And those reflectivity markers we were just looking at, folks, look at what they just mentioned. Damage threat is considerable. Wind gusts potentially upwards of 70 miles an hour. Get into a sturdy structure and maintain that, all right, folks? Be aware of that. All of Butler County been given $half size hail up to 1 1/4 inches will be possible. Coming along here with this is valid until 1:45 p.m. 70 mile an hour wind gust and $half size hail. It is tracking south and east at 30 miles an hour. Hail damage to vehicles can be expected. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. All right, locations impacted include Morgantown, Casey, Lee, Rochester, Woodbury, Round Hill, Mining City, Dimple, Aberdeen, and Leetown. That's also going to include Possum Tribe. So right here, you can see where the bulk of this is located. Strongest winds are going to be coming right across the Green River, right across the county line into Butler County. So you all hunker down and get ready. Make for sure that you all get back, get into your sturdy structure and vicinity. Make for sure that you are protected from nature's elements that is bringing this straight in here, all right? That cell is looking absolutely mean. I do not like the looks of that at all. We'll take a break over here to jog over and get a look. Beach Street News Skycam looking off from the north and west. We just had another scan that came in and... sorry, I just don't like the looks of that. That is extraordinarily strong. Extraordinarily strong on the wind front without question. Yes, ma'am. Caitlin's asking about winds. Yes, if you're in Butler County, that just got listed there, 70 mile an hour winds will be possible with this, along with $half size hail. You all are very welcome. You're very welcome, all right? We appreciate you all. We appreciate you all as well. It's a two-way street. We're helping you all help us. We're happy to serve as the catalyst here. And yes, if you hear dogs in the background, my two pups are currently being entertained by what appears to be an Amazon delivery person. Bring that back over, folks, and kind of look at this signature right here. Coming right across the Green River over into Logansport. Might have a little kink there. Might have a little hook trying to get going. It doesn't look overly impressive, but with that being said, it is there, to say the least. Warren RECC is reporting a number of individuals without power currently, approaching and surpassing 1,300 members without power as we currently speak, all right? All right, folks, it's time to get down to business. If you're not in your safe place, you need to get there immediately. This cell is right here on the northwest side of Butler County, and man, that thing is just getting darker and darker and looking meaner and meaner. Andrew asked about Brownsville. If it maintains its trajectory, you're looking at another, within the next 20 to 40 minutes. 20 to 40 minutes, you should have arrival with this here out of the north and west, all right? Yep. And we've got more reports of damage that's coming in. We've got some trees down, power lines that are down up in Ohio County. So, folks, this is the exact same cell that's going to be driving through here south and east through our vicinity. So this thing is barrel rolling down to the south and east, Edmonson County and Butler County. These storms do have a history of damage, so please be aware of that, all right? And hey, if you do have any damage, call our friends right here at On Target. All right, Denton and the gang, they put community service first, just like we do. Excited to announce a new partnership here, as we got to announce it there last week. They are top of the line. They got emergency lines available too. You got damages to roofs or anything like that, they're Johnny on the spot, and they'll get you taken care of. Greatly appreciate them partnering with us. Yes, it is very, very dark in Butler County. You have got that right. And it's going to get darker, all right? That's a promise. Absolutely. Coming down in Cromwell now, according to Tiffany. Appreciate that report. Power outages already reported up and throughout Grayson County. Gust front on this storm is significant. It blew my gas-powered weed whacker right off the porch. Thanks for letting us know that, Richard. Hopefully there's no damage done to that weed whacker. Y'all, look at the view from the Beechtree News Skycam. My goodness. Asking about Nolin Lake, it's right here on your doorstep. Right here looking on the north side of Edmonson County. This is moving in as we speak with the severe thunderstorm warning that is out. For those of you in and around Nolin Lake, up near Moody Deer, stretching down through Bee Spring, over towards Strahl and Stockholm. This might include Sweden as well, as you get a little bit closer down south there towards Brownsville. 60 mile an hour and 1 inch hail. The stronger cell we're continuing to watch, folks, is right here. And, man, that thing is taking its sweet time. But Logan Sport, you are getting it on the chin. Moving in right now as we speak. Tracking right in there. Landon, thanks so much for your coverage. I've got my family group chat going on in our text messages, and we have shared your link, and we are all tuned in together. Well, thank you so much for that, Miss Kathy. We certainly do appreciate you all getting the word out and helping keep everyone informed and safe. That is our #1 goal here at Whether or Not. That is just looking nasty up there. God, look at that beast. I'm going to go back over here so you all can take a look. Yes, Serena, this is heading towards Bowling Green. This is moving down to the south and east, all right? You got numerous of you all reporting power outages across the north and west side of Butler County now. Numerous power outages being reported over in Ohio County as well. Man, that thing is mean. All right. We've got new severe thunderstorm warnings that are now being issued. This has been issued for the far northern tier, northeastern tier of Edmonson County. This is going to be stretching over to the north side of Barron County. That'll include but not be limited to Cave City. So this will be coming right across I-65 up here in Bonnieville and Munfordville over in Hart County. I'm sure they've already got plenty of vehicle wrecks, unfortunately. But as this thing continues on its southeastward path, we're going to be keeping close eyes on it. This is still the one I'm most concerned about. The one that's going to be pile driving right across Butler County here. It's currently arriving in Morgantown here in about the next 15 or 20 minutes or so. So Miss Andrea, Dr. Hamad, all the crew over there, make for sure that you're staying indoors. Charge your devices. Yes, Debbie, I agree entirely. Go ahead and charge your devices now. Go ahead and have your safe spot ready, just in case. Man, that thing is nasty. Just trying to get an update here. We got new severe thunderstorm watches that are being put out. It's being included for the entire area now. We've already got warnings that are in place. So right here, just north of Aberdeen, looks like we could be getting in on some larger hail right here that's going to be crossing 79. And this is getting closer up there towards what we were mentioning earlier near County Road, Don Lindsay's Market, over there by the old 5th District School too, riding right up 79. Lance says, that's why I love watching you, Landon. I feel like you can name every blade of grass in my yard. Well, hey, growing up here in and around the Wobbles community, it's really helped us out on landmarks and knowing where places and things are. We appreciate you. Logan Sport looking very ominous, according to Miss Aaron. Appreciate that. Richard Henderson does say that fire has not been paged out yet for any damage in Butler County. That is good news. Lydia's asking about Bee Spring. You're right over here, and you're right on the doorstep. The National Weather Service actually dropped the severe thunderstorm warning over there, Lydia, and it actually just put it just to the east. So those near Moody Deer points down to the south and east across 1015, 1827, and then over into Hard County and far northern Barron County, all right? My goodness, y'all, take a look at this. Let's take a look at the Beach Tree News Skycam. You want to talk about ominous? That's ominous. Jeffrey Bark says Aberdeen is looking rough. I believe that, sir, indeed. Carol says, Landon, right on the north and west side of Butler County near Gilstrap. We have had a few trees get knocked down in our yard. Thank you for sharing that information. Hopefully you are staying safe. All right, we can kind of get an idea here if we can get we just got a new scan, so let's check the velocity. Just looking very, very windy. Very, very windy to say the least. Given what we have looking at parameters here, I'm taking a look at the meso analysis with the fancy schmancy stuff that's not important to show, but it looks like with the CAPE, the storm energy, and the fuel that we have, and given the straight line wind velocity, that this is without question a damaging straight line wind threat. All right, Brownsville's got a great view of the Wells Mouth opening up and crossing over here, the Reed Dossial Skycam. You can see that look there with a cloud cover, folks. We refer to that as the Wells Mouth. If you can see the leading edge on the right side of the screen, looks like a big old lip of a well that's just opening up and engulfing Brownsville there as we speak. Very windy in Bee Spring. Thank you for that report. That coming in there right just in and around Aberdeen. Looks like we might have a little bit of rotation here right on the north side of Morgantown. That sucker's really arriving now. Here's the leading edge of it coming over into Morgantown as we speak. You can see the sound effects that we've left on as well. You can hear the wind. Jump back over here. Got the winds have really started to pick up over in Brownsville too, judging by looking here at the latest. So the new severe thunderstorm watch that's been put out for the area that's just been issued is going to be valid through 8 p.m. So folks, unfortunately, after we get done with this, it looks like we could have some more rounds that's going to be working in here. So be aware of that. Yes, Austin, the cell is headed towards Bowling Green and Glasgow. So if that maintains a southeastward trajectory, we're going to be watching that. Folks, here comes that broad rotation here. Sorry to be jumping back and forth, but just trying to get a view here. You can see the base there. That does not appear to be a funnel. That's what's known as scud. That is condensation that's being ingested up into the storm. So we got all the moisture that's being drawn up and into the storm. Warm, moist air is fuel for thunderstorms. Thunderstorms do not like cold air at the surface. That's definitely not what we have today. We've got a heat advisory that was originally in place and now currently through 9 p.m. this evening. But my goodness, those winds are on the way, Morgantown. So if you're not getting in on it right now, it is right there on your doorstep as we speak. Yeah, Casey. Avoid Fairview. That thing makes it down into Bowling Green. I might be having a few tow trucks getting out on some action. You can see, folks, we're going to back this thing out, and this sucker is just lined out, stretching all the way from E-Town, all the way back to the south and west. We're even getting west of Ohio County over there, stretching over towards Henderson. And all this is just kind of driving down in the southeastward fashion, all right? But what we previously mentioned, folks, you can get a look. You see all these little black dots? Litchfield's got trees down, power outages throughout the city of Litchfield. We've got a number of damage reports that's come in. Numerous trees and power lines down. We received a few reports of trees down over in Butler County here as we speak. Corbin says extremely windy in downtown Morgantown. Jetson, you're next in line over here, then Round Hill and stretching over into Big Reedy. So this will be working its way as it is currently through the north side of Butler County, and then it's going to be jolting off to the south and east. That will be impacting. Edmonson County following that, all right? See if we can get a look here or an update. All right, so Warren RECC, we currently have roughly 1,300 members without power between Grayson and Edmonson counties. Not much coming out of Butler County yet. That's the good news. We've received one or two reports of power outages, but the good news is nothing more than that here as we speak. All right, Scott McLean's got a view from us over in Riverside, showcasing some of the storms. I'm just starting to hear wind come across the Green River here in Jetson, and this is looking towards Woodbury. So appreciate that information there. Cat Forecast giving us a shout out. Big thanks to you, Chief Forecaster. So yeah, there's a look with the expansion of the severe thunderstorm watch. We're going to try to give you a better view of that here. We can get it brought up. That's going to be valid through it's going to be valid through this evening, so you all can kind of get an idea. This includes Logan, Simpson, Warren, Allen, and Barron County. So that's valid through 8 p.m. this evening, and that's going to be stretching down through the Volunteer State as well. Wind and rain is absolutely crazy on Veterans Way. Thank you, Jenny, for that report. Dark and very windy on Cool Springs Road. Thank you, Miss Jennifer Robbins, for informing us of that as well. Wind is absolutely whipping the trees over on Woodbury Loop. Thank you, Miss Sherrill, for that report as well. So we can come back over here and take a look. Looks like it's absolutely dumping a whole lot of rain over there in that direction. We've got nothing but just a downpour of rain overlooking the Beechtree News Sky Cam now, the top of the screen. You still got Edmonson County located right there underneath that. That is showcasing the ominous clouds. It's skirting just north and continues to skirt just north of the Brownsville community. So being able to dodge the bullet there, if you will. Pretty large shelf cloud visible on the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam, says Alien Jacob. Yes, you are correct. We're looking at it right now as we speak. It is encroaching on the horizon out of the north and west. So why don't we jump over and let's have a look. White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam atop Van Meter Hall. WKU Meteorology, great partners of ours over in that direction. Dr. Durkee and company. Got some of these students up there working in DSOC this afternoon, keeping us informed and operating the cameras. Greatly appreciate them and all that they provide for our localized community as well. So we got another 16 minutes on the severe thunderstorm warning that is in place for Butler County. And the one over impacting Edmonson County, we still got another 30 minutes. The far northeast side of Edmonson County, over here just east of Bee Springs, southeast of Moody Deer. Over in Stockholm and Straw, really getting in on it, taking on the chin as we speak, as it continues to track off to the south and east. So yes, if it continues and maintains, this is going to be impacting Bowling Green as it continues to slide down to the south and east. Yes, you are correct. We have a few more cells that are developing down here in this area. This is going to be on the far east side of Warren County. That looks like it's impacting in or right around Claypool, if I had to guess. Stretching over, and this is going to be impacting Barron River Lake as we speak. Getting right over here near the Barron and Allen County line, our good friends over at Paradise Point and Rusty's could be getting in on some strong sales here as we speak. Glasgow, you're getting in on it as well. And we just had a new scan that came in for the latest update there. Looking right here in the north of Riverside, my goodness, look at that. Still got maybe a little bit of rotation. It's nothing that impressive, but needless to say, it is packing a punch. Dark clouds and windy. Just passed over Mammoth Cave, now heavy rain. I appreciate that. Yes, Samantha, I did say Glasgow. We are watching Glasgow right now that is being impacted by this potent, powerful little cell that is trying to blossom right over top. So, with the given environment and the parameters within our atmosphere, folks, these things can blast off and intensify extraordinarily quickly, all right? Becky says Belmont Church over on the north and east side of Butler County is getting hammered with the rain right now. Moving quickly towards Richland Church Road. Richard Henderson says that now they are down to 78 degrees, dropping from 95 degrees a short time ago whenever this thing first began and started here. Appreciate all y'all joining us. By the looks of things, we got, I don't know, a handful of 6,000 or 8,000 of you all watching. You all continue to blow us away here at Weather or Not whenever we get on here for our severe coverage. But it's what we do. We're happy to do it. Continuing on a southeastward trajectory, and we can put it into motion, and it's not moving all that fast, y'all. It's moving slow. That's what we were talking about whenever the Weather Prediction Center put out the little localized area I was watching there a short time ago, indicating the opportunity at rainfall rates of 2 inches an hour. That's just mind-boggling. That's crazy. And that's encroaching on the Bowling Green community. So this is going to be bowing down. Hadley, you're about to get in on this. Up towards Anna, over in Richardsville and Riverside. You're about to get blasted with the wind and rain here as we speak. And it's going to continue on a south and eastward trajectory. We've got a new severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for Barron County. And take a look there. That includes the little cell that we were just pointing out whenever we were talking a short time ago with Miss Samantha. So that little cell there, along with more that's moving in, 60-mile-an-hour winds and 3/4 of an inch hail could be coming along with this as well, right? So that's worth taking note of. Those of you anywhere in and around our viewing area or vicinity, please take note of what we have going on. Oh man, we got some images coming in now of the leading edge of that shelf cloud. That sucker is massive. Get a look at it right here. Mr. Steve McKinney sending us in this view from Alum Springs there. Right there on the south side of Butler County. Got the leading edge of the shelf cloud moving in there. Big thanks to Steve for sending in that ominous looking shelf cloud that is absolutely steamrolling across Butler County as we speak. All right, you can see it right there along the leading edge. Steve, buddy, the rain and the wind is going to be following. It's going to be hitting here pretty soon. Within the next half hour. We got a few folks asking whenever it's going to be arriving here in Bowling Green. Got about another half hour, you would think, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 20, 30 minutes. It'll be arriving right there from the north side, all right? See if we got an update on the latest velocity scan. It's getting a little bit more pronounced by looking here on the horizon with the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam. You can see we're getting a little bit better view. There's so much moisture in the atmosphere, folks, with that haze, it is difficult to see. Miles says he's on the north side of Bowling Green. It's starting to get very dark when it's starting to pick up out there. Take this back over to radar view and back this sucker up. We're going to have all of this. So if you've not received any rainfall yet across the Wobbles community, just wait a few minutes. It looks like that it's going to be on the way. So this continues on the same trajectory. This is going to be bowing in right into Riverside where the strongest winds are going to be at. And then coming down right along Needmore and stretching over into Sugar Grove and Hadley. So we're getting down there towards Sugar Grove. We're talking about the Cane Ridge vicinity, stretching down points towards 626 and Davis Crossroads, up into Dimple. Going to be getting on this as well. You all just saw it, Bowling Green, severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm warning is now out for Bowling Green. This includes Warren County, and they are noting 60-mile-an-hour winds and the possibility of 3/4 inch size hail. They have this lasting and valid for the next 36 minutes. So those of you in and around the Bowling Green community, get into your sturdy structure. We got a lot better view here with the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam with this thing starting to move in, getting into a better view with this. No, Clint, there's currently no tornado warning with this, buddy. This is simply a wind bag is what it looks like. Now, we can have damaging winds, folks. I want to make something very clear, all right? We talk about the damaging wind impact. We talk about tornado impact. Damaging straight line winds can carry just as much damage as a tornado can, all right? So that's why they're treated similarly with people getting inside and getting to their safe spot. All right, so it's nothing to mess around with. Just because there's not a tornado warning out there does not mean that we're not going to have some impacts that's going to come through here. So damaging straight line winds can definitely come along with that. Speaking of damaging straight line winds, Landon, we've got multiple trees down the yard. We got some large branches that came down and put a hole in the roof of our shed, and that is coming out of the far west side of Butler County. We are just south of Rochester. Thank you so much, Marianne, for that report. Hope you all are staying safe over in that direction. But Bowling Green is next in line, folks. Bowling Green is next in line. So if you are in line of that, be aware. We got more warnings coming in, folks. They just don't stop. We're Oprah out here. Thunderstorm warnings out for anyone and everyone. You get a severe thunderstorm warning. No, you get a severe thunderstorm warning. No, you get a severe thunderstorm warning. Talk about an active day. This thing's moving in a little bit earlier than first anticipated. So those of you located in the new warning right here, that includes Bowling Green, this is going to be with us until 2:15 p.m. 2:15 p.m. this afternoon. It is starting to let up, it appears, according to both of our Brownsville Skycam and Morgantown Skycam. So now points down to the south and east. Seems to be clearing up on Dickies Mill Road in Edmonson County. Thank you, Kathleen, for letting us know that. And we just got this little sliver over here now, up here in Edmonton County. Stockholm, about the only spot left with the severe thunderstorm warning that's going to be pulling out of there. That little storm there on the east side of Glasgow has really started to gain some momentum. I will note that. I want to come back here. I want to take a glance at the Nashville radar, get a little bit different view. Yeah, still not overly impressive, but nonetheless, you can look right up here, folks, and this is what we're watching. So Bowling Green, if you're in line for this one, go ahead and get to your, get inside of a sturdy structure. Be aware of this. Big thanks to Mr. Evan Hatter working behind the scenes here diligently, pushing updates as well. Greatly appreciate Evan. I appreciate Sam. Appreciate the entire team here at Whether or Not. Don Riverstone saying, yep, Glasgow is absolutely getting dumped on right now as we speak. Yes, I absolutely believe that. Logan says, getting very dark up into the Plum Springs vicinity. Time to give out and give your dog a bath. Yeah, I don't know if that would be the greatest decision, but hey, to each their own. Winds have picked up in the Collegiate area, but no rain yet. Thank you for that report, Darren. And it is, guys, up here in Edmonson County, this sucker has just been, you're splitting the uprights now. Look at this. They removed the severe thunderstorm warning earlier, and we got severe thunderstorm warnings all over here. We got severe thunderstorm warnings from Muhlenberg, Ohio, Butler, all the way through Barron County. And we got just Edmonson County here is just sitting pretty. Lucky you all. Must be that cave system. Jacob MUFC says Bruno better than Odegaard. He's referencing my Arsenal jersey, and that just goes to prove with a comment that was just made, Manchester United fans, they got some brain damage. That's just what I hear. That's just what I hear. That's what I've been told. Anna, you're getting in on this now. Richardsville, you're going to be next in line as well. Over into Rockland and Hadley. Guy, you're right here in the way of this as well. Speaking of Guy, we just had Steve Kaufman saying the rain is absolutely coming down over in that area now. Look right here at the top sky cam. You can really get a definitive look at the shelf cloud that's moving in. So again, 60-mile-an-hour winds and 3/4 of an inch size hail are our two threats that's coming along with this. That reflectivity has really picked up just south of Woodbury. That's moving over towards Guy and Riverside now as we speak. We'll see if we can get a better view of our velocities. And still looking kind of the same. Oh, here we go. Let's get a look at it, shall we? White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam. I have to travel out of the Logan County, Auburn area. Would you recommend travel? Well, that would depend on what direction you're going. I don't know if I would drive north with what's coming in from that direction, but if you're driving south, you'll be fine. Jimmy says in Round Hill, it's been raining for about 10 minutes. Got about a quarter of an inch on the ground. It is absolutely dumping it, folks. So Bowling Green, you're next in line. This thing's going to bow right down I-165, come right down Morgantown Road, and that sucker's going to move right in. Got some great views from the North Ridge subdivision here. Appreciate that. Appreciate the photos there, Miss Johnson. Hope you're staying safe. Picturesque views, the atmosphere just being absolutely beautiful today. And as soon as I change it over, and then we got Blue Bourbon, Kentucky that is rolling down Lover's Lane over the Bowling Green Airport. Blatant view right there of the shelf cloud rolling in from that direction. Getting a whole lot closer now, looking over the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam. You can look right there at the top of that. It's really showcasing the shelf cloud that is working in here out of the north, all right? Landon, I'm confused that we're seeing the shelf cloud. Why has rain not reached us yet? Well, a lot of times, if you'll take a look right here, actually, we got a great example of it. So we've got all the rain and the wind that's back here, all right? And if you look out here ahead of it, we've got this banding that appears to be an outflow boundary that's being pushed out from these storms. So the storms can collapse on themselves, and they'll push out this outflow boundary. And whenever that outflow boundary makes it to you before the rain and the heavy, the strongest portions of the winds, you can definitely catch a nice breeze off of the gust front that comes along with the outflow boundary. So right now it looks like the outflow boundary is making its way right through the heart of Bowling Green and going to be arriving in Lewisburg here and in Auburn pretty soon as well. Josh Burns providing a great view of Park City and Park Mammoth Golf Club just a few minutes ago. Look at that again, folks, what we were talking about. It's the Well's Mouth. Well's Mouth opening up. It looks like you're looking inside of one. Winds have picked up immensely on the west side of Bowling Green. I'm at Barron River Fire Station 2 on Brookwood Drive next to I-165. Thank you, Brad, for that information. It's greatly appreciated. You can send pictures wherever you want to, Ed. You can post them. We got our Twitter feed that's up live right now that we've got these pulled up. We've been getting them through our Facebook feed. It looks like we've got videos and photos that are rolling in. And but yeah, quickest way to get them to them is if you're on X, formerly known as Twitter, that gives us that opportunity to bring those right up. So again, taking its sweet time. Smith's Grove, you about to get wet right here. About to have some damp beaver nuggets up in Smith's Grove. Might lose a few of those. Might lose a few of those beaver nuggets with the wind that's coming through. Says Jocelyn. Yeah, you got that right. Don't lose your beaver nuggets. Or your brisket sandwich. Brisket on the board. No, there is not We do not have any tornado warnings that are currently in place, okay? Susanna says a beautiful break from the heat with lots of rain. You've got that right. Hey, hallelujah, amen. I was just preaching that same thing. And we have just had the winds that have shifted right here at the Weather or Not compound. Sorry, winds are whipping pretty strong right out the window here. Rain has started in Smiths Grove with big drops. Steve Kaufman says it's all the way down to 74 degrees now over in the Guy community. God, guys, we're talking about 20+ degree drop in temperatures with these things that are coming through here. But you can blatantly see where that's occurring. You can look right here at the Kentucky Mesonet. 72 degrees at the Woodbury Mesonet, 87 degrees on the south side of Warren County. We got readings all the way up to 91, 92 degrees down in Logan County. So looky there, folks, from Logan County to Butler County, you know, you're talking about what? I don't know, 20 to 30 minute drive there. We've got a differentiation of 20 degrees in regards to temperatures. Edmonton County, you have no severe warnings now. The sliver on the east side has been dissipated. We're looking east of Glasgow, points in and east of Cave City and Horse Cave area, driving down to the south and east. But this remains the strongest cell, is what is bullseyeing Bowling Green as an arrival point here very shortly. Zach's got another nice view of the shelf clouds. It's moving through the south side of Warren County right now as we speak. Appreciate you sharing that with us. Another great view it will look like from Christina, showcasing the Wells mount that we were talking about there just a bit ago. So appreciate you all sending in those. It is gotten dark here at the Weather or Not compound. That's putting it lightly. It looks like it's nighttime outside right now. Today's Severe Weather Live Coverage Hydration brought to you by Poppy. Oh, wow. Check out the view that Brian has from over on Industrial Drive. Look at that structure. Thanks for sharing that, Brian. Appreciate you. Look at that. All right, we're maintaining with y'all. Still got 20 minutes with the current severe thunderstorm warning for this cell that is impacting Warren County and bellowing on down to the south and east. Oh man, Logan, up in Smiths Grove. Look at that. Look at that. All right, that might look to some like a somewhat of a funnel cloud, but if you look real close, you see all these little streams that are coming down right off of that? That is appearing to be Scud. SLCs, scary looking clouds, all right? That is impressive, but look, all of this moisture is being drawn right up and it's condensating as it gets ingested into the storm. So that's what we're looking at right there, okay? So not showing any form of significant rotation with this, but you can see by looking at that, we are looking at the condensation where the warm or the moist air is being drawn up and it's condensing into a cloud as it gets drawn up and actually ingested, and the storm gobbles it up. That storm, folks, these storms love all the moisture content that is sitting here within our atmosphere. Renee with a great view looking off Cumberland Trace Road, looking west, the shelf cloud arriving from that direction as well. Appreciate you sharing that. But yes, folks, look at that. God, such great structure today. Great structure. Do I think a tornado can produce whenever the storm hits Bowling Green? As it currently sits, folks, the weather does what it wants when it wants, but there's just not much organization in terms of rotation with these. And again, given our parameters that are within our atmosphere, what we're looking at is a big old windbag event that's coming along with this, okay? Isaac Martin with a beautiful view of the shelf cloud approaching Van Meter Hall at WKU. What a view. Appreciate you sharing that. Hope you're staying dry and safe out there, Isaac. So yeah, here we are, folks. If you're over in Fairview Plaza, be aware. No need to go fishing with the cars, all right? Kirsten Stone states that 90% of Grayson County is currently without electricity. My goodness. Hitting hard in Adley. We just had an 18-degree drop in temps on Stevens Chapel Road. Thank you, Darren, for sharing that with us. So they've trimmed the severe thunderstorm warning now. Butler County, you are in the clear as we speak. You are currently in the clear. There is not a severe thunderstorm warning or severe weather warning that's intact, all right? We got the back edge of this line over here now that's arrived in Glasgow. We have the initial cell here that moved off over to the east, is moving towards Edmonton, and now we have the back edge of this that's sliding in here into the north side of Glasgow. John showcasing us the south side of the industrial park there. Great view of the shelf clouds that's moving over. We also got Miss Anna showcasing the beautiful clouds behind Total Fitness right off of Russellville Road. Thank you for sharing that with us. Trees are down everywhere up in Grayson County. Luckily, it doesn't look like, at least thus far, we've not received any widespread reports like that, but nonetheless, it was absolutely bringing it here just a short time ago. We got a few power outages out. We're showing around 30 to 40 people without power in and across the Wobbles community. Far cry from what they're seeing up in Edmonson County currently. Or excuse me, not Edmonton, but Grayson County currently. Beach Bend 10 minutes ago. Look at Mary Richmond coming in the clutch. What a view. Don't want to be in that water right now. That's a promise. My goodness, what a shot. Thanks for sharing that with us. Full force winds, a heavy rain on the north side of BG. Thank you for sharing that, Miles. Linda asked, should we be prepared for tornadoes? You always need to be prepared for tornadoes, but currently there is 0 tornado warnings that are intact. 0 tornado warnings in place, all right? Continuing coverage right here in your Whether or Not live stream presented by On Target. You got any needs? Got any trees down on structures or roofs or anything of that nature? You got flooding concerns or issues you need taken care of? You can hit the number right there at the bottom of the screen. On Target will get you taken care of. All right, Bowling Green, we are officially getting entered in right here onto the north side of the city. And this will include stretching over to Smiths Grove as well. That would include right over there near the Trans Park up I-65, further off here to the north and east. You should be getting in on this at any minute, all right? Any minute. And as soon as I see that, Ashton coming in the clutch. The view from the battery plant at the Trans Park, my goodness. That is a scuddy looking shelf cloud to say the least. What a view. So many pictures coming in here. Y'all are the best. Yep. Moving in here on the north side of the city, those of you in and around Bowling Green, that does include the WKU community as well. Going to be started back here with a new semester here over the course of the next few weeks. Got another cell there that's just popped up right over top of Rockfield. That one is currently outside of the severe thunderstorm warning. This is moving through Bowling Green now. Folks, as slow as that thing's moving, like I say it jokingly, but Fairview Plaza is probably going to be impacted. Not just that, folks, the hydroplaning, hyper-localized flooding, ponding on roadways, be aware of all that. If you come up on a water-covered roadway, please turn around, don't drown. We want to avoid all that. Want to avoid all that we can. Joe DeRosa showcasing the severe warned cell moving in. Take a look at that time lapse. Those clouds are absolutely booking it. So ominous. Destiny Lane 5 minutes ago. Appreciate that, Destiny. Destiny sharing a photo from Destiny Lane. You love to see it. Still don't have much in the way or form of damage reports that's coming in. That's the good news. So hopefully it stays that way. We're going to be right here with you as always, folks, until they drop the last of the severe weather warnings here across the region. The severe thunderstorm warning over and impacting Glasgow and points off to the east is valid for another 25 minutes with 60-mile-an-hour winds, 3/4 inch hail. And same can be said here. Steam rolling right through the midst of Warren County. Bowling Green has officially been taken over. We've got nothing but a good old-fashioned monsoon that is being showcased by the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam. Hitting very hard in Hadley. We have got so much water landing. It's already standing in the yard. The gutters cannot hold it, falling off the side of the roof. Good old-fashioned deluge, folks. Toad stranglers for everyone. That cell right over here near Rockfield is looking a little springy. Getting a little spring in its step. Still not showcasing anything overly concerning, but nonetheless. And visibility continues to lower. Look at the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam. Look at the top one, not the Brownsville cam, but look at the one up above that. Speaking of our Brownsville cam, let's sneak on down and let's take a gander at our Gold City Sky cam. Got a beautiful view of that thing. that's starting to work in from that direction as well. We can get a better view. You can see the shelf cloud approaching right there on the right side of the screen, with that one transitioning in here. Let's move it right in here as we speak. We got the severe thunderstorm warning remaining in place here over Bowling Green. This is valid for another 9 minutes. We got another 9 minutes on this one, y'all. Not too much longer. And we just had the sound that it makes whenever we have another severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued. Absolutely coming down. Getting extraordinarily dark in Alberton with winds that are picking up. Thanks for that, Justine. Yeah, folks, heavy rain's pretty much the bulk of it's what we're seeing. That's good news. I'll take all that I can get. Not received much in the way or form of damage reports out there. Just got it pouring rain. We got some more images coming in from our great community of fellow wobblers. Allie Michelle showcasing the storm rolling into Glasgow there a few minutes ago. Got Old Glory whipping in the wind. Taylor Mayfield sending in some awesome clouds, views there from south side of Warren County as well. Appreciate you for sharing those with us. Got winds in the Jennings Creek area as well. Got a live view there. Absolutely piss pouring the rain, along with some winds to boot. We can back this thing up, folks. They keep on adding more and more severe thunderstorm warnings. This is stretching all the way over east of Campbellsville, points over into Somerset now. It's going to be over there in my buddy Adam Sheridan's country. Be watching that whenever it arrives. Look at these damage reports over here, folks. We got damage reports off to our north and east with large trees down on structures. Over near Campbellsville with trees down. Over here in Muhlenberg County, limbs and large limbs down in the Greenville area. We've really dodged a bullet here across Wobbles thus far. Gonna go ahead and knock on that block of wood one more time. And the line just looking not quite as robust as what it was here a short time ago. Well, in case you're wondering if you can't hear it, the storm has officially arrived at the Weather or Not compound. We actually have some small hail here that's falling. Nothing large, nothing to get too worked up about, but we do have some hail that's being produced at these cells as well. Jake, some of the craziest winds I've seen all year on the western edge of downtown Bowling Green that just passed through. Thanks, Bellman. You know how we do. Once a gooner, always a gooner. All right, y'all. I held off as long as I could. We've got about 15, 20 requests asking why I mentioned Wobbles. Wobbles is our coverage area here at Weather or Night. Warren, Allen, Barron, Butler, Logan, Edmondson, and Simpson County. We're housed and based right here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We'll see if the National Weather Service is going to extend this. We got 3 minutes left on the severe thunderstorm warning, and on the one over that is currently moving through Glasgow, got another 18 minutes before it expires. So it looks like Glasgow, if this continues on this southeastern trajectory, you could be getting in on the clear here within the next, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes or so. Whole lot of rain and bad wind in Auburn. Thank you, Tyler, for sharing that. Tree limbs falling on the house right now, says Miss Glenda. Hope you're staying safe. Thick rain in Auburn and Rockfield of extraordinarily dark skies and a total soaker. Thanks, Leanne, for informing us of that. It is absolutely coming down over there as we speak. Auburn really getting in on it right there. We got 68, 80. If you're driving right now, wish you wouldn't be, but if you are, slow down, take your time, do what's necessary. Folks, we were coming back, me and the wife, on I-65 the other day from Louisville, and that good old deluge on Sunday morning into the afternoon. If we came across one wreck, we came across 10 wrecks. There was wrecks every which way on the interstates, some of the primary highways, folks. It's never good whenever you get the good old deluge of it just dropping buckets on the ground. Landon, is that the Gold City cam right above your head that is looking ominous? Yes, it is, Terry. You can see it getting darker right here. Sexton Bin Builder Sky Cam down in Gold City there on the east side of Simpson County is getting a great view of the shelf cloud as it's moving in. Why don't we take a look? Right along the leading edge of that bad boy that's driving in here now. All right. All right, we got a minute left on the severe thunderstorm warning that is impacting Warren County and Bowling Green. We are going to see if they are going to extend that time frame or if they're going to let it ride, and they're going to let it ride. All right, so it is expired. We do not have any severe thunderstorm warnings intact except for the far east side of Barron County. That includes Glasgow down through 88 as well. So those of you over in that direction, you're really getting in on it. And actually, with us being that far over, let's switch radars, shall we? Get a view from the Nashville vicinity. Right there, stretching out from Glasgow, pushing over down the Cumberland Parkway over towards Edmonton. really getting in on that. It's going to be stretching down towards 88 in summer shade, where the visibility will be the lowest. Y'all check out the contrast. This is what we were talking about earlier. Look at how dark it is on this side of the Sexton Bill Bitters cam in Gold City, and how bright it is over here on the opposite side. That thing is just freaking crazy how dark, how condensed. It's showcasing how much moisture and how much rain that these storms are packing, and it is impressive to say the least. Northbound on I-65 just past Franklin. Blake Allen with a beautiful view of that shelf cloud that we were just looking at there. So you can kind of get the view. There we got Blake's looking into it, and right here you can literally just see it in motion. Look at that thing. That is wild. Let's jump over here and let's take this full screen again. Storm Tracker Thacker is present in the chat. Big shout out to my buddy Brent Thacker. The rain's coming, buddy. I hope you're not going to be too busy with too many phone calls here. If you all are looking for farm insurance, I'm not just saying this, Brent Thacker's your guy at Ohio Valley Insurance. Check him out. Supporter of Whether or Not as well. The Ohio Valley Insurance team, we can't thank them enough. What they do for our community as well. So again, folks, it looks like just a whole lot of rain coming. We still got the severe thunderstorm warning over here that's valid for another 12 minutes over in Glasgow. And points down to the south and east. Glasgow, the north side of Glasgow, you're in the clear. Pretty much all of Glasgow is getting really close to being out of this. So you don't have too much more to worry about. Y'all, I don't know if that view from our Sexton Bill Bitter Skycam is just, I gotta pull this off, post it. That thing is just looking wicked. South side of Bowling Green is rumbling and pouring. Lightning has gotten crazy. A big congrats to John Glasscock for getting all the mulch down in Plano right before it started. Wayne says not just the region's best weatherman and meteorologist, but also the Wobbles region's best realtor. Well, thank you very much, Wayne. Yeah, in addition to the weather, if you're looking to buy or sell, I've been working in real estate here in the Wobbles community for around 5 years. Be more than happy to help you and your family find your next home or whatnot. Selfless plug. Hampton Home and Farm. Always here to assist you all. So again, folks, it looks like the lingering impacts here with the severe thunderstorm warning that is intact is pulling off here to the south and east. Let's take this full screen once again, shall we? I'm just going to let that sucker set because that is absolutely beautiful. Crispy Tater Tots got us a great view with his drone. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Look at the scud, guys. This is a perfect educational moment. Big thanks to Crispy, too. If y'all haven't seen him on our feed, he'll send us his the drone shots that are absolutely immaculate. Really do appreciate everything that they provide us with. But look here. So what might appear to the naked eye as a funnel that's coming down, there's no real organization. We get these quips here to where this is moisture that is being ingested up and into the storm, all right? So it draws all of that moisture off of the treetops, off of the vegetation, off of the grass, and it gobbles it straight up into the storm, and that's helping to fuel it as it continues to go, because whenever it's getting rid of all that moisture through rainfall, it is reloading and it is drawing more moisture up into the storm as it continues to build vertically throughout the atmosphere. So very important note there, and great educational moment for that. Oh, look at that. Let's jump back over here real quick. Just unreal views, y'all. The Sexton Build Builder Skycam, I'm just going to say it. It absolutely remains undefeated. The images that this thing captures is just absolutely insane. Ethan Schutt's got a great view looking north along I-65 from Hunt, Ford, and Franklin. So this is rolling right there, folks. What we were talking about, if you're on the roadways, you might want to pull off there and let this one pass by. Or if not, you might want to slow down considerably given what we have here with the absolute loss of visibility and the intense rainfall that's coming along with this. And y'all, you can really see this thing lining out here. Glasgow, you are officially in the clear. This thing is out of there, out of your way. This is going to be stretching down towards Austin, right along the Barron and Allen County line. Paradise Point, folks down near Bailey's Point in that direction. You're going to be getting in on this, all right? Not a good day to be out in the water, to say the least. So the good news is, with our atmosphere that is currently getting worked over, this might play in our favor as we work later on and throughout the day, all right? So the severe thunderstorm watch that was out earlier, it's still intact for the south side of the Wobbles community, but just now, the National Weather Service has dropped both Butler County and Edmonson County from the severe thunderstorm watch. Yeah, folks, but this is really good news for this to be moving through earlier. We always prefer for these storms to move through during the daytime for obvious reasons, and not throughout the overnight whenever the vast majority of people are sleeping. All right, it's just a natural occurrence. So the good news is we've got this through here during the daylight hours of today as well. Still no significant damage reports, folks. We got a few of you all that's told us about some limbs that have fallen down. We've had a few trees down, but in comparison to what the other folks in and around bordering the Wobbles community has come in with, we're really lucky with what we have received so far here. Really see that opening up now over Gold City. Jeff Powell says the frogs are gurgling in Lower Alberton right now. I believe that. It is coming in an absolute downpour. That includes here too. We got another round of we got the clinking on the window here at the Weather or Not compound again. We got some more small hail that's working in. Looks like the worst of it is out of Bowling Green, so hopefully no victims of Fairview Plaza moving in. That is the good news. or at least thus what we've not seen so far. Why don't we put it that way? Yep, Joe Emil already reporting injury accidents, 25-mile marker, southbound on I-65. Folks, this is what we were talking about. Joe's had a number of reports of vehicle accidents with the deluge that's come down, so be aware of that. With the downpours, the low visibility, don't want to be on an interstate right now. Yeah, the thunder got you upset, bub? What is it? You want to tell him, hey? This is Barkley. Barkley does not like thunder and lightning, but he wanted to say hey. So, Barkley, do you have anything that you'd like to say? Okay, he just wants to lay back underneath the desk. So we're going to get him up, let him go lay back underneath the desk. Still waiting over here. We have 4 more minutes promised right here with you as we look at the severe thunderstorm warning that is still impacting right here on the east side of Barron County. Doesn't look overly impressive. It looks like it's lost a lot of organization. So if I was a betting man, which I'm not, but I would assume that they're going to allow that thing to expire, right? I want to back this up and just kind of give you all an idea where we're at now. Kind of lost some of the organization here, but we got some more development here with these cells right along on the south side of Russellville, points down to the south through Franklin. You're going to be getting in on some intense rainfall here very shortly, so be aware of that. Blake asked if this was our primary threat for today. Will there be any more significant lines coming through? With this amount of energy that's been gobbled up by these storms that are coming through here, we're rolling into, Blake, right into the portion of peak heating of this afternoon that is music to our ears. So that is the good news. As we work later into this evening, we lose our sunshine. We're going to lose our instability and our daytime heating. This should be the primary line of concern we're watching. We could have some more sporadic cells that'll be developing as we work throughout the remainder of this afternoon and evening, but it appears that this is the primary threat that we have been that we've been dealing with. So the good news is, if nothing else, the amount of rainfall we received that's come through here, hopefully this has mitigated the bulk of our severe weather threat for today. So total rainfall since midnight, we've got Butler County at 0.6 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch reported there on the north side of Warren County as well, all right? Still waiting for the other mesonet sites to pick up, but 0.6 of an inch over in the flats of Woodbury and Butler County is the highest return thus far on total rainfall amounts. Got 1 minute left, folks. 1 minute left here with you on this severe weather live stream, as long as this one is able to expire and they let this one ride. Slapping down over here in Bowling Green by the WKU Ag Center. Thank you, Katrina, for sharing that with us. And there, the severe thunderstorm warning is dropped. All right, folks. So right now we've got nothing but plain Jane rain and plain Jane thunderstorms that's working southward through the area. The heaviest of this corridor is lining out from roughly Lewisburg, right over here near with our friends over at Logan Aluminum, all the way down on the south side of Bowling Green and just south of Glasgow. These are going to continue to pull off in this south-southeastward direction. Localized flooding is the primary concern that's coming along with these. We got loads of lightning that's being produced. Be aware of the hyper-localized flooding issues that can really sneak up on us very quickly, all right? We've got some gusty winds over here heading into Franklin as well, but outside of that, doesn't look like anything too concerning, all right? So with that being said, and with currently no severe weather watches that are currently in place, we are going to be hopping off here of our severe weather live coverage brought to you by On Target. Huge thanks to them, and folks, a huge thanks to all of you all. You all have had donations coming in during our live stream. We can't thank you enough for that. Again, we use every bit of that, folks, that gets poured right back into this. Of course, all of you all being present with us and sharing your reports makes all of this possible without question. So we can't thank you enough. We always put the community first. We couldn't do it without you all. You all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe, and should any more severe weather warnings be issued, the Weather or Not team will be right back on here to guide you through the process. You all take care out there and stay dry if you can.